All right, so, hey, what was this kid's name, this kicker?
Austin Pacheco.
Austin Ferdy Pacheco. And this story I've gone back and forth on. It's a fun story. This kid, well, let me set the scene for you. His school, which is, I believe, Carson High School, right? He kicks for Carson High School in Nevada, and they're playing their big game against Bishop Manogue. Obviously, one of the biggest matchups of the month. I mean, this is October. This is football in Nevada. It's 24-24. There's very little time left, under 30 seconds, 27 seconds to play. Game tied at 24. And Carson facing a 4th and 13 at, I guess, their own 46-yard line. So with the, no, not their own 46. That's 50-20. Their own, what the hell yard line were they on? How come I can't do the math? 17, 47, 40, their own 40s. The other guy's 47-yard line. There you go. The other guy's 47-yard line. So 4th and 13, they got to get to the 34, 27 seconds left, and they try a field goal. That's a 64-yard field goal. And they bring out Jordan Pacheco, and we have, why do I want to call him Jordan Pacheco?
I have no idea.
Ferdy Pacheco. Who's Jordan Pacheco?
Mr. Pacheco.
So they bring out Austin Pacheco. And they line up, and here's what happened.
Going to be the big story. The big story is going to come off the foot of Austin Pacheco. He lines up a field goal, lets it go, and it's 64 yards. That's right, 64 yards, second longest in high school history in the state of Nevada. The record is 68. He lets it go for 64 right at the end of the ball game. Carson comes out on top. We'll get yet another look. You can't see this one too often. As he does it right, everything to perfection, 64 yards, probably, as we said during the game, probably would have gone from 70 yards.
All right, so the Senators beat them in Omaha. So you watch that, and there are a couple things that strike you. First of all, how many cameras are there at Nevada high school football games?
Well, you got to think there's at least 3.
But, I mean, they had that thing covered. That was impressive.
Like they knew it was happening.
There are more cameras there than fans. So he kicks the field goal. That's great. Afterwards, his coach, and look, I don't know, a couple ways to interpret it. Here's what his coach had to say. I don't know what to say, Carson coach Blair Roman told the Nevada Appeal. You might have to wait a minute. That field goal broke the NFL record, he says. I know it was off a tee, and I know it was wind-aided, but it was a great kick. 4th and 13. We're not a 4th and 13 team. I knew we had the leg to make it. So once again, they're throwing in the wind-aided and off a tee. It's like you can't even, just let the kid have his moment. And then the other coach, guy named Paul Mills, the Manogue coach, he said, we knew it was going to come down to the wire. One of the kids on the sideline said the tee's out there, and he was thinking it was from the previous kick. Then I'm looking out there, they're lining up for a field goal. The kid nailed it. My hat's off to him, he says. Oh, God bless him, my hat's off. That's a great job in a pressure-filled situation. Wind-aided or not, he got the job done. There's a lot of variables when you're kicking that far. So apparently, there seems to be a consensus that the kick was wind-aided. And I guess if you nail it from 64 yards, I guess it's got to be. Of course, in the NFL, when like Sebastian Janikowski tied the NFL record this year on opening day, kicking a 63-yard field goal against the Broncos, that's in Denver. That's the thin air. But kicking off a tee, it's a little, that seems wrong. Why do they have to kick off a tee?
Kind of reminds me of golf when I used to go to these camps and they would have us tee off in the fairway.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Why? Why do we have to have a tee for these kids? Because just kick off the ground, man. Look at that field. Can we see that field once again? That's a great looking field. We didn't play. Doesn't that look awesome?
Also, remember, they're in the desert.
Yeah.
They probably need those nice fields.
Yeah, totally. I got it. I just mean everything's. I'm just saying the kid could probably kick it off the ground. Like I bet that kid kicked 55 yards off the ground. But anyway, it's not even the record because some other kid kicked a 68-yarder, as that guy said back in 1985. Reno High School kicker Dirk Borgonone. Dirk Borgonone. Dirk Boganoni. That's probably
Bologna.
It. Dirk Borgonone. Dirk Borgononi.
Dirk.
Nailed it.
68 yards. That's the national high school record. But come on, they're kicking off a tee. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying it shouldn't count?
No, I'm saying it's like off a tee. That seems totally wrong. They did that. Used to do that in college football. They stopped doing it.
When?
I don't know, 20 years ago, something like that. But you'd kick off a tee in college football, and guess what? The kickers made every kick. See, apparently, you know what? It's easier. But anyway, God bless him. It's a nice moment for him. You kick a 64-yard field goal to win the game. doing something when you win the game and all your teammates jump on you. That's good stuff. I'm still waiting for that moment in my life. Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz along with Rookie Mankiewicz, and we're hosting TYT Sports, and we'd like you to subscribe, wouldn't we, Rookie? What are you looking at?